and welcome to Night Flights. It's been a heck of a night. I had some internet issues, but I got them straightened out. Tonight we're going to be bringing you some classic wrestling. I doubt anybody's going to show up because the first stream went slap to hell. Yes, it did. I tried to go on and it just kept going out and it just kept going out and it just kept going out. I guess it was trying to see if it could aggravate me. I don't even know what I said. I hope all that rattle off at the mouth stuff didn't get out there on YouTube. I deleted it as quick as possible. I apologize for any profanity you might have heard. So we're going to get things started tonight, and I'm going to kick out a real quick intro wrestling video from back in the day featuring my man Jim Cornette. Just
Jimmy Valiant.
my people actually might come in.
Summer Showdown main events coming up at the Coliseum.
Oh my God, what a night.
Dave Tufall. And right now I want to welcome out here a gentleman I have known for quite some time. As a matter of fact, I think many of you wrestling fans throughout the entire area have seen him at ringside, Mr. Jim Cornette. Jim is a well-known photographer. He's taken probably more wrestling pictures than anybody in the country, and as an interesting part of it too, he's been involved in the Championship Wrestling magazine, which many of you have enjoyed, and all the pictures in there. First, Jimmy, I appreciate you coming out here. I tell you the reason I asked you to come out here because I know that you have been involved around wrestling as a hobby and taking pictures and that sort of thing for quite some time. But I heard now that you are talking about getting into it a little more deeply in the managerial end of it.
Well, Lance, that's correct. I have been doing ring announcing. I've been writing magazine articles. I've been taking pictures around the area for several years now. For the main reason is that wrestling has been my life. It's been my hobby. I've loved it ever since I was just a real small boy. And you know, it's a dream of everybody that likes wrestling to one day be a great wrestler, be the world heavyweight champion or something like that. But for most people, it's an unreachable goal. It's unreachable for me. I only weigh 175 pounds. I don't have the athletic background. And as much as I've loved wrestling, the only way that I'll ever have a chance to be a direct participant in the sport is to be a manager. And I know it's a big step, but that is what I've got to do if I ever want to reach my goal.
Well, Jimmy, I know that wrestling has been your hobby. Can you tell us a little bit about your background? What kind of work? What do you do for a livelihood?
That's it. I've been a photographer, writing magazine articles. See, not a lot of people know it, but I come from a fairly wealthy family. My mother has a lot of money, and so I've just pursued this as a hobby because generally whatever I want, she has gotten for me in the past.
Okay. Well, and so now you're gonna get into the business. It's a tough business, and it takes some money behind it.
Well, I know, and first of all, I don't mean to come out here and say that I know everything about wrestling or managing. I know a lot about wrestling. I intend to know everything. But what I did was, when I decided I wanted to take this step, I went to my mother, and I said, Mama, anything that I've wanted before, you've got for me. And this is what I want to make my career. And she said if it would make me happy, if I scouted around, if I found somebody, she would write the check and she would buy the contract. And like I say, I don't mean to say that I know everything about wrestling, but with her money behind me, I can afford to hire as many advisors or trainers, anything that I need. And I will learn everything that there is to learn about wrestling. And I've been going to matches all over the country for as long as I've been interested in wrestling. And what I intend to do is, there's a lot of top prospects around this area, but there's also a lot across the country. I'm going to go around, and as long as it takes me, I'm going to find somebody that I think can be a great two people, that I think can be a great team, possibly the World Tag Team Champions, and also perhaps single champions as well.
Well, Jimmy, it's ambitious, I will say, and it's an interesting way to get into the business. I did want to clear it up because I have known you for quite some time, and all I can say is good luck to you,
A lot of people
Jimmy.
want to do this, Lance, but as what I feel about it is, any way you can do it, do it. This is my goal, and this is what I want to do. Whatever means I have at my disposal, I'm going to do it.
Okay, Jimmy Cornette, good luck to you, and we'll be seeing you around the wrestling. That's one interesting way to to be able to get into the business, Dave.
Hey, well, welcome to the show. Whoever joined me, I'm glad somebody actually joined me. I'm very upset I had some internet issues, and I'm sure I would have had 4 or 5 people I'd done called and talked to and said, hey, join me tonight because I'm doing this wrestling show. And, well, of course, right when I got ready to go on, that's when the internet kept going in and going out and going in and going out. It's enough to drive you crazy. But I'm going to show some really classic wrestling stuff, and I guess people will just have to catch it on the replay when they finally realized I went live. When they finally realized I showed that cool stuff. You know what I'm talking about? What the heck's going on here with this thing? It's just one of them nights. But we're going to get to the main event, and we hope you enjoy it. And this is real wrestling from back in the day. And I hope you enjoy some real wrestling. The Mox Edition.
Everybody, Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside, all ready to go with another big week championship wrestling. Feeling good today and a great looking card, Davey.
We got a good card today. Opening match, Danny Davis will be in here with Sammy Holt. The first look at Sammy Holt. They will be going against Wayne Ferris, and Ferris will have as his partner Handsome Jimmy. Robert Gibson and Jackie Welch will be in here in the next match. They will be going against the Bounty Hunters with their manager Chuck Malone. Then Tommy Gilbert and Terry Sawyer's team to go against Don Fargo and Big Bill Dromo. They'll have Al Green in their corner. Single match, Steve Brody against Coco Ware. The expiration of time match today. The Kelly twins from Ireland will be going against the King, Jerry Lawler, and the Superstar, Bill Dundee.
Yes, sir. We hope we have time to get it all in. If not, we'll have to leave some of it out. But by golly, what there will be is going to be action and a half, Davey. Looking forward to get it on it. And right now, we better do exactly that and see if we can get...
Opening match today is going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit match. One of the teams in the ring right now. The other making their way to the ring. Wayne Ferris, the handsome one.
Handsome Jimmy.
Handsome Jimmy.
Preaching the gospel according to Handsome Jimmy.
Had a word for all of us on his way to the ring there. As soon as he gets up on the apron, we'll be ready to go with the official introductions for the match. Again, it's a one fall, 15-minute time limit match. At a total weight of 402 pounds. From Jackson, Tennessee, Danny Davis. And from Tupelo, Mississippi, Sammy Holt. On the right of your screen, at 463 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, Wayne Ferris. And from New York City, the Big Apple, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. One fall, 15-minute time limit, referee Bill Mack.
He was on the right of the screen, but he's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. We're about ready to go. We can get one of the team of Davis and Holt out of there. This is our first look at Sammy Holt making his first appearance on Championship Wrestling. Danny Davis, very aggressive guy, thinks he can beat anybody in the world, including King Kong, boy, and he'll give you a go. Handsome Jimmy starting out against Danny Davis, and we're ready. No time, baby.
I don't think it was ever any doubt that Handsome Jimmy was going to be starting for his team. Well, he was ready when he hit that ring. Against Davis, Danny Davis. Young wrestler, but with a lot of confidence in his own ability. Davis, into the middle of the ring. He ran right into Handsome Jimmy, waiting for it there. Valiant slams Davis into the turnbuckle. Into the knee, Wayne Ferris crossed away. Ferris in there after the tag. Ferris, his right hand, he popped Davis. Up in the air, body slam on Danny Davis. There's the cover by Ferris. One count's all he can get. Davis able to break the cover at that point. Tag made, and here he comes back. Mercy, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Right hand, Davis hits the mat. Handsome Jimmy with Davis up in the air. Driving body slam. Referee Bill Mack checking the shoulder. Starts the count. Got a 1 count. Handsome Jimmy picked him up. Tag made, and Ferris will be coming back in. A knee lift by Wayne. of the turnbuckle. Ferris back to the corner, another tag on Handsome Jimmy. Valiant and Ferris tagging frequently. That's good tag team strategy. They've been able to keep Davis away from the tag. His partner Sammy Holt has watched the whole thing from the corner so far. And we are just now at the 2-minute mark of the match. Oh, Ferris. The drop with the elbow. Davis moved out of the way. A mistake by Ferris. Davis, kind of wrestler that'll capitalize on a mistake. Upper part of the arm in the corner. Over to his corner, he gets the tag. Sammy Holt coming in. Sammy out of Tupelo, Mississippi. Ferris, he dropped into the mat. There's some inexperience by Sammy Holt, and it's cost him. As Ferris decked him. Handsome Jimmy. Oh, upper part of the arm, and Holt came off of there. Handsome Jimmy covers. 1, 2, 3. He got it.
The Boogeyman
The
wins.
rescue, but a little late. Look out, Handsome Jimmy. Ooh. Jimmy threw him right through the rope down onto the floor.
What a rude introduction to big-time wrestling for Sammy Holt. Boy, the Fonz nailed him with that foot over on the rope. He was going at it aggressively, and then the tag on Handsome Jimmy, and he came in, whipped him into the right. I thought he was going to throw him all the way through. He whipped him so hard when he whipped him in there, and he came off and razored him with that big elbow up there, and boom, 1, 2, 3, and that friend was
And then he threw him all the way out.
Yeah.
2:54 at the time.
2-5-4, and the winners are going to be Handsome Jimmy and the Fonz, and that's the action in that first one. We got plenty more. Smitty Welch. But this outrageous man, we've got to get out of here and talk to the Handsome Jimmy Batty. Right
The
out of
Boogeyman.
Here come the Handsome Jimmy.
Musty, baby, musty.
Just a young fella up there to big-time wrestling. You kind of took that Sammy Holt's head off with that big arm in there, Jimmy. Personality has come out that you are now into the music business.
Handsome Jimmy wants some action. Woo! Musty, baby. I love it. You know, Daddy, Burt Reynolds and Sandy Fields just dropped Handsome Jimmy off at the studio this morning, Daddy. You know, I think Burt slipped up Handsome Jimmy a little something, baby, because Handsome Jimmy hasn't been able to close his baby blue eyes in 48 hours. I think the man gave Handsome something, and I feel good. I feel like doing it, Daddy. I feel like doing it to him, baby. Woo! I feel good this morning, baby. You know something I heard Burt lean over to Sally. He said, Sally, let's watch Handsome Boogie. Woogie.
I know that you've had some of your intimate friends that you've told us about in the past in the music field, and I guess that had some kind of influence about Handsome Jimmy.
For sure, you know, Bob Seger and myself, Handsome, we just sold out Madison Square Garden, baby, 3 weeks ago. It's a record, Daddy. It's a record for our first indoor concert, baby. The gate was $340,000. They held 25,000 people indoor, baby. Bob Seger and Handsome Jimmy in concert. Woo, baby. Do it, baby. You got a little clip right here, baby. I want to get it on. I just want to say something on my ladies out there. Just be cool, baby. Lay back. Don't jump out of them pantyhose and dig it, Daddy.
Yeah, we do have some videotape. Look. Daddy. It's where the music's at, FM 100 with Ron Olson, Daddy. I want to say something right now, baby. This is what's happening. One shot of this record, Daddy. One shot of this record, baby. A whole pound of Columbia Gold. A whole pound, Daddy. That's digging it, Daddy. Can you believe it, baby? Woo! Joined by the King and the Superstar. That was great, Anson. Very good, baby. You know, King, you only say that, baby, because it's the gospel, Daddy. It's the gospel. It's the truth. This is what's happening, Daddy. Let's go. Woo!
Hey, come back there for a minute, Jack. Listen. Hey, why don't you and the King get a concert going together, man? Hanson, Jimmy, and the King.
That'd be cool, baby. That'd be cool, you know. A concert with Hanson, Jimmy, and the King. I want to tell you what happening. The King could start the show. He could play some of that hillbilly rock, you know, that Ernest Tubb. You know that Ernest Tubb? He's going like hillbilly heaven. And Hanson Jimmy come on and smoke, baby. He can smoke that. He can smoke it something like Meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad with Bobby Singer. Woo! That's it, baby.
You know what this is, Lance?
What you got?
Now, you both know that Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee love women. We love them more than else in this room. Now, this here is a petition, because we do believe that Heather Feather stayed with the bear for 3 minutes, and she gets to wrestle a man, and the King believes it, and I believe it, and if anybody else wants to believe it, just tell them to sign the petition. I believe she can get the match. Would you hang on to this and just get anybody?
Okay.
Any of the rest of you want to sign it? What we want to do with that, Lance, is, you know, as a matter of fact, we talked to Heather Feather before the match, because really, I would like to see this match. A woman wrestling a man, you know, I don't particularly want to wrestle her, but I'd like to see her wrestle somebody. So what we did, we told her, you remember Sam Bass and I, we used to beat the Bears. When we wrestled them, we'd beat the bear, but I told Heather Feather, I said, look, all you got to do is stay completely away from that bear, because he won't attack you. You know, you got to go in there and try to get the bear. And now the bear can wrestle, but I told her, stay away. She almost got too close a couple of times, but she did stay away. She lasted the 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
So now, just like the promotion agreed, she's going to get a match with a man. We believe she should get it, but apparently they haven't found anybody that'll wrestle her yet. So what we've got here is a petition, and if anybody else believes and agrees that she should get to wrestle a man, just leave this out here and let them sign this petition, and then we'll turn that over to the promotion. They'll know that she's got to get a match, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Well, I'm glad to see you guys are with the women's lib, and I'm sure that Heather Feather appreciates your support in there.
She will.
The petition, we're going to put it right down here, and if any of the guys want to, as the wrestlers come out here that want to express the fact that they agree to the fact that Heather Feather should wrestle a man, they can sign the petition and join with those who think that she should. We're going to take time. Hey, Chuck, can you get your boys? Chuck, can you get them up in the ring?
I heard Lawler and Dundee out here running their mouths. Hey, I'm the one that got behind Heather Feather. I got behind her all the way. What do? They come out here and try to jump on my bandwagon. I'm not going to put up with that.
Well, it is true that you did say that you thought Heather Feather ought to have a match with a man. Are you interested in signing the petition?
Yes, sir. I'll sign the petition for it. Yes, sir.
Right there. The petition's up here and just sign down there. Chuck Malone putting his signature in there to show that he is behind Heather Feather. Okay, Chuck, thank you very much. Dave, here we go.
All right, this match will be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing at a total weight of 498 pounds from Tombstone, Arizona, with their manager Chuck Malone, the Bounty Hunters. Going against them in this match at a total of 443 pounds from...
Let me interrupt you for just a second, but I see that Chuck Malone... Chuck, I'm sorry, but we made a mistake. I thought we brought out a petition, but it seems we brought out a contract to wrestle Heather. You signed it, baby. You signed your name to the contract to wrestle Heather Feather, and there it is.
Robert Gibson and Jackie Welch at a total of 443 pounds.
Okay.
Jerry Calhoun is the referee. And I guess we're about ready.
We are about ready, and it's going to be David Novak starting against Robert Gibson in the match. They're looking for a chair for Chuck Malone to sit down in, because of course he needs a chair. He's got one, I guess. Yeah, he's got to be sitting down. Okay, now I think we're really ready, and referee Jerry Calhoun reminding Malone that if he gets up, he is going to be causing the team of the Bounty Hunters to be disqualified. That's David Novak in there with Robert Gibson. Jackie Wells, Robert Gibson. Look at those arm drags coming from the young Pensacola, Florida wrestler. He's going up for the monkey flip. And big Jerry Novak just held on to the corner rope there and then dropped with that big elbow. Wow. Jackie Wells caught over there in between the two Bounty Hunters. There's a tag on David, and here he comes. Bounty Hunter number one, David Novak, comes up. He planted that foot in there, and he nailed it. Wow. Jackie hammered down with a body slam. Elbow drop, and Jackie right down across the side of the neck at a pressure point. Referee warning Jerry Calhoun about, or rather, the referee Jerry Calhoun warning David Novak about pulling the hair, and he got a break, but it didn't do Jackie much good. There's a tag on Jerry Novak, and here he comes. Brother Jerry was popping what looked like to be a thumb to the throat of Jackie Wells. Jackie now shoots one of the midsections, but is raked across the eyes. Right out of the ring, and there goes Jackie down on the floor. Referee Jerry Calhoun saying, get back, get back. Coming back up again, is Jackie Wells. But he is knocked back down, and Robert Gibson comes over there to tell the referee, hey, come on, let him back in the ring. Can't get the count starts again. Once again, Jackie back up on the ring apron, but Jerry pounds him, makes a tag as the referee sends him out of there and telling David to stay back. But David takes over and runs Jackie Wells right down into the corner where Chuck Malone was sitting, and the count starts. And here comes Jerry around, stomping Jackie Wells. But as he did, Robert Gibson comes flying across the ring and nails Jerry, and as after David, Chuck Malone down in front of him, jumped on Jackie and pile drived him right down on the floor. And the referee gets David Novak and Robert Gibson broken up, sends Jerry Novak out of the ring, and it's getting wild and woolly. Here comes Robert around to administer to Jackie Wells, referee at the count of 5. Robert saying, hey, wait a minute. Telling Malone was involved while the okay. Well, it's going to end there, Dave, with Jackie Wells being counted out, so the match is over with. Rhubarb time, look out.
Both Bounty Hunters, Robert and Jackie can't give him any help.
Jackie's still jarred from that Malone move. And here comes Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee. Bounty Hunters hop to the ring. And they slip out the other side and head for the dressing room. They're going to come out the winners. Referee Jerry Calhoun telling the guys to keep away. They're going to end up getting into a fine situation. The match was over with, so that Lawler and Dundee were not interfering in another match. Jerry and Bill Dundee and Robert Gibson trying to get Jackie out of there and administer to him. Dave, how about your time on that?
4 minutes, 36 seconds. 4:36 when the referee counted Jackie Welch out. unable to get back in the ring.
10 count on Jackie Welch, unable to get back up into the ring in time, and with obvious reason, Robert Gibson telling the referee as they're going out, still talking about the move Chuck Malone put on him, while Robert and David were involved. See if I can find my chair. Had to get it out of there in a hurry. So the official winners are going to be the Bounty Hunters, as a matter of fact, in 4 minutes and 36 seconds. 36 seconds. Okay, we've got more action. Right now we're going to take time. Look, let me tell you this. I want you to understand this. You come out telling me, get something straight. I want to get something straight with you. Fine, you have the option not to wrestle her. But let me tell you what the other side of the coin is. The fact of the matter is that you signed a contract with the Jarrett Welch Company to wrestle Heather Feather. I don't care what you say about it. I saw you sign it right out here, and you have the option. Fine. If you want to break that contract, then you can pack your bags and just leave the territory, and there won't be any managing. It's very simple. When you sign the contract, if you want to break the contract with Jarrett Welch, fine. If you want to stay around with your boys and all, then you will wrestle. Now, the option is simply yours, Chuck Malone. It is a question of whether you want to show up and live up to the contract that you signed, or whether you want to pack the bags. And I don't think there'll be too many tears about it if you elect to take yourself out of here. The people sometimes have gotten a little bit tired of some of the actions of Chuck Malone, but I think it's pretty clear-cut. It's your choice, Chuck, and we'll just make that clear to you, as long as you're making something clear to us.
So I have got to wrestle this gorilla that belongs in a cage somewhere, right?
Oh, you can always leave if you'd like to leave. If you don't want to break your contract, you will wrestle Heather Feather in the action Monday night down at the Coliseum, because it's on paper, and I think it's just
Well, they tricked me in that contract. They tricked me into signing it.
Chuck, your name is on the contract. Now, I don't care what it says. The name is on the contract, and you have an entire option. If you don't want to wrestle it, fine. Pack it up and take it on out. The Jarrett Welch Company, I'm certain, will not want anybody around breaking a contract like that. You signed it, and the option is up to you.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Lance Russell. I'm going to wrestle that gorilla. And I'm going to get in the ring with her. And when I do, the blood's going to be in your hands. It's going to be all on yourself, Lance Russell. Because I'm going to hit her so hard in the mouth that's going to split both her eyeballs open. And the blood will be on your hands. And don't you...
Okay, fine, Chuck. Fine, Chuck. The opportunity to tell you that it was... it was, for the fans, a great night when you all won the Southern Tag title. But you've got, in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Coliseum, you've got yourself a tremendous...
Before we get into that, we're going to polish the belts up, and we're taking them down to Selma, Tennessee. That's walking tall country, right? I'm going to walk around with tippy toes so I don't feel out of place.
We're going to be in Selma tonight.
We're going to be over there tonight. Yeah, let me just say, this is a great situation for Bill and I to be in. We won the titles last week. We were very fortunate to do that. Now, the first thing we heard, that was Monday night, the first thing we heard Tuesday morning, the promotion called us and said, well, the Bounty Hunters naturally want a return match. And we said, well, we don't really have to give them one, do we? They said, no, you don't. At least not for 30 days. You don't have to give anybody one. So we got to thinking. They said, but they want one really bad. And I told Bill, I said, you know, we may just give them that match, but let's add a little stipulation on there. Chuck Malone has been in everybody's hair, so we decided to get in his hair. We told the promotion, if they want that match bad enough, if they want us to put up those belts, then Chuck Malone will have to put up his hair. And do you know that idiot agreed to do it? So what's going to happen down there Monday night? You're talking about Chuck Malone packing his bags and leaving. What's going to happen Monday night in Memphis is this. He will probably leave because nobody is going to be able to stand the humiliation that he's going to suffer. He's going to get beat by a woman, and then he's going to have his head shaved. And after that, nobody will be able to show their face around.
Well, you said he's going to be down there, so I know that. Handsome Jimmy, yes, sir.
You know, I got a hell of an idea, Daddy. I got a hell of an idea, baby. You know, Handsome Jimmy, the hottest thing, baby, in the world, baby. You know, this is Star Wars, mama. You know, everybody wants to pay to see Handsome Jimmy, and what I want right now, I want to talk to the Kingfish. You know, Kingfish, I want to talk to Superstar, my partner, Superstar. Can you imagine Handsome Jimmy, Superstar, and Kingfish in the same ring at the same time with baby, Chuck Malone and the Bounty Hunters? What do you think about that, Star?
That's a great idea, and I believe we'd like to do that. But listen, hey, Handsome, will you just listen for a minute? Come back to us for 1 minute. It's a title match match. That means you can't have a six-man title match, right? And the main thing we want is to scalp Chuck Malone, and we can't do that in a six-man tag, or you won't have it because the belt is on the line, and that's the only reason he'll put his hair on the line, right?
Hey, brother, if that's the only thing you're worried about is Chuck Malone losing his hair, you know, Handsome Jimmy will pull him bald-headed, Daddy. I'll take his hair right by the side, Daddy. I'll pull the man. Forget shaving the hair. Kingfish, do it, Daddy. Do a little pull. You got a lot of pull here, baby. You got some pull, Daddy. So pull Handsome Jimmy in on the main event, Daddy.
Handsome, just like, you know,
Things he doesn't understand.
he's putting me on the spot here. See, here's what we're trying to say, Handsome. You're putting me in the middle and on the spot. Like Bill said, I'd love it. It'd be a great main event. But it's a title match. If we don't put up the titles, Chuck Malone's not going to put up his hair, so we're going to have a four-man tag.
What means four-man tag, man? I said I want a six-man tag. This is what's happening. The people deserve a six-man tag. They want to see a six-man tag. This is what's happening. You know what, Kingfish? I think I feel a little jealousy here. I think I feel... Hey, Sharp Wit, go play with some sharp people. I think I feel a little jealousy here, Kingfish. I think I feel just a... You know, I'm getting some bad vibes. You know, I'm getting some bad vibes from Kingfish here, baby.
Maybe later they can get this thing together and talk about a six-man or something like that.
What we're trying to do, Handsome, is trying to tell you that we are the tag team champions. We're going to defend the belts. Not in a six-man tag, but in a four-man tag. There's no jealousy. Your music was great, baby. I'll be the first one to admit it. It was fine. There's no jealousy, but we can't have a six-man match and get his hair staked. And I think the people want to see Chuck Malone bald-headed more than they want to see a six-man tag, so that's what we're going to give them.
You know, Kingfish, I want to tell you something right now, very honestly. I think you hold something against Handsome Jimmy. I think, baby, every time since Handsome Jimmy hit Memphis, I think since I hit Memphis, Tennessee, Daddy, you know, Handsome Jimmy's the hottest property daddy since Coca-Cola, baby. And I want to say something. I feel a little tension because, you know, the Kingfish is not as popular as it used to be because all the people dig Handsome Jimmy now. You understand? This is what's happening now, baby. Handsome Jimmy's what's happening now. You know, just a few months, Handsome Jimmy's been in Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, already, Handsome Jimmy's got his own candy store. Go by, they say, Handsome Jimmy, sit you get some free candy, fans. Do it for Handsome Jimmy, baby. That's Overton Square, Daddy.
I know what's happening, baby. You think we're trying to cut you out of the main event, right? What your problem is, Handsome, is we can't cut you out of something you weren't cut in on to begin with. You're not in the main event. We're the main event. What the problem is, you're on a preliminary match. Do you know what a preliminary match is? That's where the promoters put preliminary wrestlers. That's where you are. That's the whole
Let
problem.
me tell you the whole thing right now. I know exactly what it is, Daddy. You know you are jealous of Handsome's body, Daddy. You are jealous of my old lady, Daddy. You are jealous of my records, baby. You know FM 100 plays my records, and they request it daily, Daddy. They request it every minute, baby. You are jealous, Daddy. You are jealous, baby. That's what's happening, Kingfish. You are jealous. You're sick, man. You're very sick, baby.
Let me tell you something, Handsome Jimmy. I'm not jealous of you because let me tell you just exactly what you are. No, you guys don't have to come out here. We'll settle this right now. It ain't no way I'm going to be jealous of a big fag-looking jerk like you. You got those long, goofy handlebar mustache. You got a tattoo painted on that queer ear of yours, and you got one fingernail painted silver. Now, what's that for? Huh? You think I'm jealous of you? You're crazy.
You're right, Daddy. I want to tell you what this is for, baby. This thumbnail is painted because Handsome hitchhikes at night. And this is nothing. This thumb is nothing, Daddy, because you ought to see my toes.
Yeah, you hitchhike at night. You know why you hitchhike at night? I don't think you hitchhike at night. Ever since you've been down in Memphis, as you like to call it, from the Big Apple, you bum rides off of me and Dundee. You didn't even bring a car down here. We have to haul your butt around, and you call it back hitchhiking at night. You don't hitchhike nowhere.
I want to tell you something, baby, right now. This is what's happening, Daddy. Handsome Jimmy, what's happening, baby. I want to tell you something right now. You did this boy wrong. You did this man wrong right here. Your own flesh and blood. Your old lady's got skinny legs, and your old lady's got skinnier legs,
Let
Daddy.
me tell you something, man. The only thing you've done since you've been in Memphis is screwed up this boy's mind. You know what I did for him? I did nothing for him because that's what he needed done for him. He needed to make it on his own. What'd you do? You come along, you got his hair bleached out blonde. He looks like a fag just like you. You screwed his mind up. He don't know which way he's going because he's got his nose stuck okay? Yeah, that's it. Go ahead. You stick with him. He's your real pal here. Look at him. Look what he's done for you.
You're nothing, Daddy. You've got this, baby. You've got this, Daddy. If you want to prove this, Daddy, get in that ring right now, baby. You'll prove this, baby.
Okay, we'll get it back together here. Let's take time out, and we're going to be back with you in just a moment.
Paul Green from Hell's Kitchen, New York, Don Fargo, and his partner.